Hey, this is the Fail Guy Show, and welcome to the brand new layout of my videos. I actually used my capture card to record actual gameplay, not an emulator, and semi better quality, no lag, and I hope you enjoy.
We are Prodigy.
Alright, boys and gals, this is the Fail Guy Show, and we're doing Tiny Toons Wacky Sports Challenge. Basically, this game was released about 1993 for the Super Nintendo, and it's a good game, but very challenging. Anyway, the first event is the ice cream throw at Wacky Land, but even though it didn't show it because I'm terrible at editing, give me a little bit. Alright, main objective here, just see Maximilian just on the side of the wall and just throw ice cream cones at him. Alright. Oh, well, you gotta battle all your friends for it too. Kinda sucks, but yeah, it turns out to be a really fun time. Anyway, I'm on the far left. Can't remember he's a rabbit, that's all I know. And then my girlfriend was playing as the duck. Second event is the chicken race at Acme Canyon. Basically, this is a giant button masher. You just power it up, and you see how far you can go, and you have to try and stop in time too. But yeah, it's a pretty good experience.
Almost every single mini-game in Looney Tunes is pretty much a button masher. You think that's fun? And then on top of that, when you're done, you have to keep pressing it to keep your power up, and then you have to push right. If you don't push it fast enough, your power is going to go down, and you're going to lose all of it. So yeah, it's crucial that, you play with, spider fingers, and you're
Okay, pretty much every game in this game requires that you mash the buttons, and if you don't stop in time, you fall off the canyon. Simple as that. It counts as a foul against you, and you don't get a second try. And after all the game's done, it adds up all our scores. See if we qualify for the next round. There's the main score, the speed bonus, the booby prize, and it takes only $2.50 to qualify. I made it, the second player didn't. Yeah, there's a lot of variations on which way you have to rock the D-pad to make sure you lift off in time. This next one is a really good example. You basically mash the buttons, and when you're ready to go, you push up. That's about it, folks. I didn't want to show too much footage of this because it got pretty boring just watching the whole thing. I just cut out most of the rounds. But yeah, and then after you do it once and you move up to a harder difficulty, it just repeats the same events over and over and over again. And at the end, if you're still alive, you get to do the challenge round, which basically you will fail every time. There is no hope for this minigame. You power up, you wear your fingers out, you go all the way up to red, only to lift it up and fall down. The fourth event on our list is the saucer throw. This one's pretty challenging because you have to time it just right to be able to throw it over the long distance. And if you're even the slightest little bit off, you'll hit the fence and it goes into the crowd. That's right. Dangerous and hazardous. But on a rare instances, I have gotten it to actually go in the middle, about a medium angle. That thing baby just flies. Okay, I guess I cut off most of the landing. The last competition is the air ride that you have to do. You just go around collecting balls, and at the very end, you grab onto a chain. You're soaring through the air, and you have to land on Maximilian's mansion. If you don't land on it, you get no bonus. Coming a little closer now, and if you're the slightest bit off, you're not even going to hit this thing. But luckily, I hit it square on right on the chimney. It was a pretty lucky experience on my part. Just Boom! Blow the hell out of Maximilian. Okay, this is what happens if you don't hit the mansion. Just kind of just woo, fly right over it. You hit the tall pixelated grass. Oh, see you later. Boom. No luck for you. Alright, this is on the normal course, and of course it's just a typical skiing kind of game where you have to be the biggest dick to your friends of all time. Just bumping them all over the place trying to collect flags. Second rate. Oh yeah, I cut that one out. Okay, the fourth event is the pole vault at the stadium. This one's pretty challenging too because you pole vault thinking you're about to get some stars. You see the little arrow that was in the top right corner? Yeah, but anyway, if you don't follow that and you just keep going to the right like I'm going, trying to collect stars, you're like, hey, I'm doing a good job, right? Right? It's telling you go back, jackass, and you're like, oh, what? Boom. You hit the ground, foul, and you lose all your stars and points for that round. And then, if you, let's see here. If you power it up too long, you go flying over and you hit the wall. Owie. And pretty much all I can say about that. Just collect stars and try not to die. The last competition on the normal course was Maximilian's bungee jump. This one's kind of complicated because if you get run over, it doesn't tell you what to do. I sat here for a good 10 seconds just sitting there like, okay, when am I going to get up? Realized I had to start mashing the buttons to get up. And there's also extended times and extra speed boosts on the ground. Pretty much the whole objective is to just get as much points as you can in the allotted time limit. But the bungee cord is so long when it's pulling you up, it takes like 10 seconds off your time. Now we're on to the hard course, where the first event is log chopping, which is pretty much another button masher, and then you push left on the D-pad to chop away the tree. It gets really complicated because you have to have your fingers wear out so fast. Also, for the person who comes in last place, they get 5,000 pounds dropped on their head, and they somehow just get knocked out. Which makes absolutely no sense. The third event in the hard course is the swimming event. You have to dodge hammerhead, sharks, tidal waves, and collect food all at the same time, and go up for breath every now and then. This one I did not enjoy very much, but the person I was playing with did. See, look right there. I got hit by the edge of the tidal wave. Ridiculous. And I think I think that's the end of the video now. Yeah, so comment, rate, and subscribe. Peace.